Sorry, they're putting all these messages for me. I'm here in a concentration that is to support the fishing boats here in the city of Denia in the Valencian community of Spain. This is in support. All parties, all political parties are in support of this against the European Union Commissioner of Fisheries, who is basically trying to destroy the entire fishing industry as we know it here in Spain. And we've been here at this concentration since 12 noon. It is now almost 1, and at 1 o'clock, a lot of the fishing people are getting together from all different parts of the entire European community, basically anything that's on the coast. That would include France, Italy, Spain. And right now, in protest, the boats are about to sound their alarms. You can see that they are now getting up onto the boats to sound their alarms in protest against these very unfair measures that are basically, if they go through today in Europe, this would basically destroy fishing as we know it here in Europe. So we shall see. I will keep recording while I have very little battery, so hopefully it'll allow me to continue to record, but you'll be able to see how the alarms go off, and we will see what happens today in Europe. It's I don't know. I think yesterday when they came, the fishermen from Madrid, they were a little bit more optimistic, but now there's lots of rumors floating around about somebody trying to convince France to go against, they're trying to block this, because basically all political parties are against this. And again, nobody understands. If you talk to the street, talk to people on the street, everybody says, well, this is impossible. This can't go through. We've had fishing for years and years, and our whole city is dependent upon it. Denia here is one of the few gastro cities of UNESCO, and it's based on the red shrimp. The red prawns here in Denia are famous, and there are very few boats already that fish it, and they have already drastically reduced the amount of days that these boats can fish. And, they were fishing about 250 per year, and they've reduced it over the last few years in the name of the Agenda 2030 to 130, and now they want to go directly to 27. So that is less than a month per year that they would be able to fish, and of course, that would mean that here, all the offices and everything that would go with it in the port would stop working, because everything is based upon the trawling fishing, and all the artisan fishing, everything would basically end here. And the only thing that would be left would be them being able to put in large corporations with fish farms. But the true local fish, what the people come here to our city for, they come here for fresh fish. They come here for the red prawns. They come here for the lobsters and all kinds of, there's a huge variety of fish in the area. And of course, the people who are most concerned about this and the people who are most concerned about the health of the sea are actually the fishermen themselves. So, obviously, this seems very unfair. During this concentration, there was a wide variety of people who came to talk on behalf of the fishermen, other people who are affected. It's not just us. It's not just the people who fix the nets. It's not, but people from the restaurants, all kinds of people came to talk on behalf of the fishermen. And I don't know, it's almost 1 o'clock, so they should be sounding the sirens of the boats in protest any minute now. Hopefully my battery won't go out before then. I thought I was going to be able to go home in between from this morning before here, or I would not have used my phone and I would have brought an external battery. But things got a bit complicated. I was never able to go home. But again, this is just crazy. It doesn't make sense to anybody. Nobody can understand why they're doing this. And of course, I don't know, most of the stuff that the European Union decides doesn't make any sense. So it's not like this is out of character. But it's pretty somber here, and this decision hasn't been made, but it supposedly will be made today. We should know something by either this afternoon or this evening. And here we are getting ready. The concentration is still taking place, but I kind of went to go see the boats to see as they sound their sirens. And then, of course, they had the young people talk, and they were talking about how, of course, a lot of these people have paid money to study and to get all of the paperwork that you need these days, because there's so many regulations now for the fishing industry. Not only have they cut down on their days, but they follow them. They're constantly jumping aboard to do all kinds of inspections. And here we go. They are about to sound the horns right now. Community. I don't know if you could even hear me with the noise from the siren, but this is in protest for the European community's idea to cut all fishing to 27 days per year, which would make it impossible for boats to continue, for places like this, the Cofradia de Pescadores, which is behind me, and everything would close down. And our city depends on the fishing industry. It is a gastro city because of the red prawns of Damia. If the fishing stops here, most of the jobs in the city would be affected, definitely. This is a tourism city, but it's centered around its seafood. And so that would mean basically the end of what we know here. All right, signing off.